Hi everyone, this is Pat from Turner Candle Co. here in Mount Olive, North Carolina. I know it has been a while since I made a video. The last time I think I made a video, it was still winter. I don't know if it was January, February. It was 2022, and this is now September 2022, actually Labor Day. So it's a holiday for many, and my journey has been a long one. I mean, I have been working on trying to make the perfect candle for quite some time. Is it perfect now? No, but I definitely think I've made some progress. So stick around, and if it's something you're interested in, I'll show you the product I've come up with. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just select one and go ahead and light it so it can be burning while I'm telling you what I've been doing. So I don't really know which one I want to get. I think I'll just, I don't know which one I've got the most of, but it doesn't really matter. I think I sold this one Saturday at a local farmer's market here in Mount Olive. So I think I'll just see how this one lights and everything, because the lady bought it. She was going to give it as a birthday gift. This one is lavender and white lace. I really think the fragrance is maybe lavender and sage, white sage and lavender or something, but I kind of switched it up a little bit. I don't remember if it was on purpose or if I made a mistake. So anyway, this is the way my candle looks now, and I'm really pleased with the tops. Are absolutely perfect and smooth, and I've kind of come up with, I don't know, it's not completely in the center, but I have not had any problem. I have done a lot of testing, and you cannot make a candle that's going to burn unless you do a lot of testing. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll see how much wax I have used testing, and unfortunately it's just part of the process. So I'm gonna go ahead and light this candle, and I tell you, I may have mentioned this tool before. I know I've seen other people mention, I think Alan of Black Tie, he has mentioned it, and it is absolutely perfect to light, because some of those other ones are really hard for me to get to light. But this one, you plug it into your computer, and you have a little on-off switch, and it goes off automatically if you leave it on. But it's really easy to light. And here's my little candle burning. And this is another invaluable tool for going in and snipping your wick. So I highly recommend getting one of these and one of these if you have trouble lighting like those red ones or whatever. But as you can see, the air conditioner is blowing on it a little bit, so it's going to flicker a little bit, but that's fine. And I don't know if you'll be able to sit it, if I can sit it where you can see it. I think I'll just sit you right there. Maybe I won't burn my nose with it. So, yeah. Okay, let's go back to when I first started making candles. And I really wanted to use wooden wicks, and I have bought about every kind of wooden wick that there is, and I tested about every kind of wooden wick, and sometimes they would be perfect, and then at other times it would just not light, or if it would light, it would have a flame that big, and I just couldn't sell a candle with something that was so unpredictable. And I do know there are a lot of candles sold with wooden wicks, but I have not felt comfortable doing it. So basically I made fire starters out of a lot of them. I still have some sitting around, and I may try burning them again just to see, but I really did like the flickering sound, and there's a few that I would really like to have the wooden wicks with, but I'm just concerned about anybody that would buy it, and that they would have a concern or not be happy with it. So with these wicks, and I'll tell you what kind I'm using and what my wax is and everything in a few minutes, I have not had any problems at all. Let me back up a little bit so I won't be talking right on my flame there. And plus it's put off a little bit of heat. But see, it's a perfect steady burn, and I just absolutely love it. And I should have brought in some of my candles that I have been testing, because you can see how clear it has burned and doesn't leave residue around the edge of the jars, or the ones that I have tested have not. Now, I'm not going to say that there's not going to be one sometime that's not going to be perfect, because no candle is perfect, but I am about as happy as I can be with this. So what did I do to change? Because Okay, I originally started with IGI 6006 wax, and I have a lot of it back there. I bought a lot, I tested a lot. I could not come up with a candle that would work. I changed my jars, I changed my wicks, I tried every kind of fragrance, and none of it would really clean the outside of my candle like I wanted it to. So now I can see this one is putting off a little bit of black smoke. So here I am probably shooting myself in the foot, but it is a candle and there is going to be a little bit of black soot occasionally, but it's not bad. See, it's perfect right now. And it could be that the air conditioner is blowing on it, or me talking on it. But anyway, so I finally had to change from 6006, IGI 6006, and I changed to Pro Blend 600. I have watched practically, or probably all of Black Tie Candle's videos, and he has compared this IGI 6006 with the 600 and with some others, but those two always seem to be the top performing. I always felt like the 6006 may have had a better hot throw, and I still may believe that a little bit, but if you can't get it to burn, what's the purpose of having it, you know? I'm not saying I won't try it some more because I have a lot of wax back there. I even tried mixing it with 464 soy. I had heard that that would work, and I think I've tried it at 10% and maybe again at half and half. I had mixed reviews on that, and it could be something I could work with, but I felt like the hot throw was not what I thought it should be. And I was like, I kind of gave up because I was like, Pat, there are people who make good money designing these waxes, making these waxes, selling these waxes, and it should be, why should I think I can come up with a better wax than what somebody else has done at a big industry or company? So I kind of gave up on that. But anyway, so I have switched to Pro Blend 600, which was kind of a natural switch because I had been using for my candle melts Pro Blend 650, which I think is really a wonderful wax. I really do. But I have been really impressed with the Pro Blend 600. Now, I tried a lot of wicks before I got the one I'm using now. And basically, I mean, I'm in North Carolina, so I do use Candle Science a lot. But I've really started getting a lot of stuff from the Flaming Candle, which I've been buying stuff from them for quite a while. And I do love their fragrances. And Candle Science has a good selection of wicks and jars, but I think lately, the last time I looked, they don't even have these straight-sided jars, and I've had to order them actually on Amazon because I think the Premier, the Flaming Candle was actually out. So anyway, when I first started testing these, I've tried every kind of wick there is, but I finally tried the Premier wicks. And what I tend to do is start with a large wick, because that way, yeah, it'll probably make a good melt pool. But if it's too big, then I'll go on down. But if you start with a small wick, and then it only like creates a melt pool about that big, you're going to have to melt it back down in order to switch out and put the other wick in it. Because I do use it, when I do my testing, I do pour it without a wick, and then I can do a whole video about that, but I make it easy where I can switch the wicks out. So I'm not really sure which one I started with, but I did like the Premier 775. I think I actually had some 30s and 35s, and I tried them, and they were not big enough, I didn't think. So I ordered some, maybe I think there come 25 to the pack. So I tested, and I really liked the 775s, but then I got really low on them. So I had a lot of, because they also come in packs of 100, the 760s. Let me see if that's really what I used. I don't want to tell you anything wrong. Yes, The Premier 760s is what I have used in these, and I've been really pleased with them. But there really was not a whole lot of difference between the 775 and the 760s, and I have some more in between, and I have tested others, and basically the Premier wicks just seems to work with this Pro Blend 600. I don't know what else to say. I have tried these wicks with the IGI 6006 and did not get the same results. Again, I may test some more, but I'm really thrilled that I have got some candles made. I think I have one of each one I have here. So I have one called Fruity Loops, which of course is Fruit Loops, and the last ones I made, I put the little Fruit Loop embeds in them, and this is one of my favorite fragrances. I don't know, it just brings back all kind of memories of not my childhood. I don't think they had Fruit Loops back in my day, but my two girls, they ate a lot of them. So I have a Mango Madness candle, which turned out a beautiful color. Sweet Grace, Fun in the Sun and Sand, Creekside Coffee, Blue Gingham, Wee Wee French Vanilla, Sandalwood, Cucumber and Vine, which is kind of a play on where I live, Mount Olive, North Carolina. And if you've ever ate any Mount Olive pickles, well, they came from right here in this area. And actually where the main factory is, there is a street called Cucumber and Vine. So I kind of stole that from them, but this is the fresh picked cucumbers, and it smells just like if you've ever been in a cucumber patch like I was when I was growing up. I had to pick cucumbers. That's just what it smells like when you pick them fresh off the vine early in the morning. So I'm really pleased with these. I do want to make so many more fragrances, but I'll be honest with you, I've been going to the farmer's market for a while, and I take a variety of stuff. As you see, I got my jewelry making stuff here. You might can see that. I've started taking pillows, and I've got some fall pillows that I need to make. I just have some of everything, my homemade soap, and I'm just really hesitant about making a whole lot of more candles right now, because last week was the first time I sold a candle. I think maybe that was the fourth time I had been there on a Saturday. We're there for 3 hours just in the morning from 8 to 11 because it gets really warm. But I have sold right many candle melts, and I have met some wonderful people at the farmer's market, and I have a feeling that some of these folks, I hand out business cards whenever we're going to end the farmer's market at the end of October, and then I think I'm going to open up my little business here, and some people will come in and visit me for sure. I think then I think this is going to be it's going to just kind of piggyback really good on the farmer's market there when I decide what hours and everything I want to have. But I'm pleased with that. And these are some cute little travel tins that I got from Amazon. Now this is pumpkin spice, and this is actually apple. This one is apple. Apple and pumpkin are two of my favorite fall fragrances, and I actually would really probably prefer them any time of the year. They're just my absolute favorite ones for anything. And so I have, these came, they do come off. These came from Amazon also, and I think there was 24 in a box, and they were all different. You get 2 of each design here. So, oh, this one smells so heavenly. I do love the pumpkin smell. This is pumpkin honey chai, and it is delicious. So I haven't made many of those. I think I've got 3 of each one of those. And again, I'm kind of hesitant of making a lot of them this year because it's kind of late in the season now. And as far as Christmas, I kind of doubt that I'm going to make many of those. But anyway, on to the next thing I wanted to talk about. If you've seen my other videos, I was frustrated with Shopify, and I've quit it about 3 times. I was started back up. Well, I've started it back up again, and I actually have most of these candles on Shopify. I don't think I have all of them yet, but I'm not even really sure if it's live, but it is Turner Candle Co. And whenever I do it on my computer, it comes right up. I really haven't advertised it anywhere. So you're the first people to know that I do have a Shopify store. And I may have a candle mail or 2 but I flip-flop between that and Facebook. But I think Shopify is going to be good. I've kind of put my Etsy on hold right now. When you are making things yourself, you're having to make the candles, you're having to put it online. I've started, like I say, making jewelry, working on my pillows again, doing so much stuff. I only have so many hours in the day, and I really need to just pick one place to put my stuff. And since I've already paid for the year of Shopify, and it is a beautiful website, what I've done so far, I mean, I've struggled with getting the collections and all that stuff right. And I'm not sure it's right at all, but I'm pretty happy with it. I just got to add more stuff to it. And it's called Turner Candle Co. and Gifts is actually what my page name is, because I'm going to eventually put like some of my jewelry. This is one of my wire wrapped bracelets that I made. Yeah, I'm just having lots of fun doing lots of things. And please, I don't know, continue watching if you're enjoying what I'm doing. And I will make more videos. I intend to. Making my candles, but also maybe some of my jewelry. This is not an original idea. I saw somebody on YouTube, but of course everything is original. There's only like one bracelet in the world like this. But I have worked on some rings, and I've came up with my own design, and I'm thinking I may do a short video on that. I'm not really sure. But anyway, it's just another thing that I have to try to squeeze into these short days. And now that the time is getting dark so much earlier, it seems like the days are getting shorter already. So anyway, did you see my candle? I don't know how long I've been talking here, not that long, but it's almost made a complete melt pool. Not all. And I think the flame is a perfect size. I can smell it, smelling really good. It's not the strongest fragrance in the world, but there is a little bit of the brown puffs every now and then, but not that much. But so far, I'm happy with it. And I think I'll keep letting it burn for a little bit, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So basically, that's about all I got to tell you, is that I do have my candle business up and running. And if you're struggling with 6006 like I was, you know, please put in the comments if you came up with a perfect solution. I mean, this might be cheating, but you could tell me if you've used this jar, which is a 9-ounce straight-sided jar, and if you use 6006, and if you can come up with a wick that burns and makes a clean, nice burn, please put it in the comments. Or, you know, just give me your comments in general. I mean, the 600 I'm really happy with. If you've had a different experience with the Pro Blend 600 than I do, please let me know. Maybe you know wicks that would even work better than the Premier. But I have tried a lot, and so far I've been really pleased with these. So I think that's about all I got. I'm gonna quit talking right now and start working on a few of my pillows back here, and I'm gonna let this burn and move it so I don't burn myself, catch my hair on fire or anything. And I will show you a little bit in once it gets a complete melt pool, what it's looking like. So if you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, tips, or whatever, I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you're enjoying your day. And if I don't talk to you at the end, then this is it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for sticking around. Bye. Okay, I don't know how well you can tell, but the candle has been burning about probably an hour and a half. So the flame is still looking good. And the melt pool is pretty much all the way around. It sometimes has to catch up just that little teensy bit around the edge. But I'm fixing to go get me something to eat for lunch. So I can tell you, the more this candle burns, the better it smells. I know I tested it because I tested all of them, but I was testing it in the house where I've got quite a few cats living. But this just has a depth of sophistication after it's been burned a while that is I don't know, it just, I was sitting right behind it so I could smell it in this big, it's not a big shop, but so many different smells in here, I couldn't really, usually can't really smell a candle in here, but I was sitting right behind it, right over there sewing, making my pillows. And every now and then I was just like, oh my gosh, that smells so good. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I'm going to blow the candle out and go get something to eat. And I will say that I have learned it doesn't matter if it's like, I don't know if you can tell, there's a little bit of the wick that's burned, but before you light it, it definitely will be a whole lot better burning if you'll just pick that last little bit off and just keep it as small as you can, or else it, the candles that I've seen anyway, kind of have a big flame whenever you light it back up. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.